Hey VC, it's Jonathan, your cheap and cheerful record collector. Today, we're going country. There's my poster of Hopalong Cassidy, Trail Dust, William Boyd, along with George Gabby Hayes. We're doing country today because I'm sure you're aware of that. We've always had, about once a year, they'll do a video of a vinyl tag, usually in January. And then about a month ago, there was a jazz vinyl tag. And now Headley, my buddy over in England, has done a country music vinyl tag. 20 questions, so I thought I'd jump on that and show part of my country collection. So let's get on it. First question is, the oldest country record you own, either date of release or recording. So for recording, I went with this great album I picked up. This is called Old Time Southern Dance Music, The String Bands. This is all recorded in the 1920s and 30s. There's a little booklet in here about it. It's on, let's see, a label, an Old Timey Records label, it's called. I don't know if you can see that. Old Timey Record label. And if I can find the booklet inside. Excuse me. Anyway, here we go. So this is, the recording groups are the Spoonie Five, unknown group with fiddle, lead, washboard, and guitar. The Moatsville String Ticklers, Charlie Poole and the North Carolina Ramblers, if you've heard of him. Scottdale String Band, Hackberry Ramblers, the Mississippi Mud Steppers, Arthur Smith Trio. All of these recordings were made in the late 20s and 30s by Electrical Process. So this is a really great record. I picked this up at Goodwill not that long ago. Jumped right on it, and I love that old-time string band music. And that's certainly the oldest recorded album I own in country music. All right, so that's number one. Number two, the newest country record in your collection. I'm going to go with Dwight Yoakam. I picked this up not that long ago. It's one of the newer ones. Don't have a date on it. I mean, it's not that old, but for me, I don't buy a lot of new country at all. So, great Dwight Yoakam. And this is Buenas Noches from a Lonely Room. Great, great album on the Reprise label. Dwight Yoakam. The next question. A record you own on a country music label. I had to go with one of my favorites, Johnny Paycheck. And this is Jukebox Charlie. And this is on the Little Darlin' label, which is a classic country music label. And a great label it is. Little Darlin'. Hope that's straight. He does Jukebox Charlie, Down at Kelly's, You Can Hear a Teardrop, Meanest Jukebox in Town, Apartment Number 9, which is classic. This is all the stuff he did before he did take this job and shove it. And he was one of the best. I love Johnny Paycheck. There he is. Johnny Paycheck. Jukebox Charlie. All right, next question. Oh, I'm sorry about this, people. This is not working out great. Next question. An international country record. This one's fun. Again, I'm at Goodwill. I see this record. How can you pass it up? And it's called Truck Stop Rodeo. And they're from Germany. As you can see on the corner here, came from Hiller, Frankfurt, right there in the thing. And they have such great classic country songs as Mein Opa, das bin ich, Geiger in der Country Band, Wer hat mir den Truck genackt, Ich und mein Diesel, where's my diesel, I guess? There they are. A great, and it's really not bad at all. They actually do a pretty decent job. And it's on a label called Nature. So that's a German country band. And like I said, I was, oh, I love the inside, the cover, the inside jacket. It's actually better than I expected it to be. They play really well, and just a fun little thing. You can't pass this kind of stuff up. All right, so that was Truck Stop Rodeo from Germany. Next question. Bluegrass string band or old-timey record you own? I'm going with the New Lost City Ramblers. They were sort of the second wave of country string band music. They started in the late 50s. Mike Seeger, Pete Seeger's half-brother, with Tracy Schwartz and John Cohen, City Boys from New York, who played fantastic country music. Really love the old-timey music. That's what they're really into. And it's on the great Blue Folkways label we've all seen. But this is their remembrance of things to come. And just great, great string band music. The New Lost City Ramblers. A record from an artist you have the largest collection of? Johnny Cash. Not Johnny Cash, I'm sorry. Willie Nelson. More Willie Nelson records than anybody else. So I decided to go with the Highwaymen, the first album. And this is, of course, Waylon Jennings, Willie Nelson, Johnny Cash, and Chris Christopherson. Sort of a 4-for-1 thing there. You get them all. And a great album. I did have the second album, which is harder to find, but I traded it away. And I probably shouldn't have done that, but I'm sure they're happy that I did trade it away. All right, Willie Nelson. A live country record you own? I have a number, but I love Buck Owens. So this is Buck Owens live in Vegas, and has the fantastic song Big in Vegas, one of my favorite songs. On Pickwick, so it's a repress, obviously. Pickwick is a lesser label from one of the other major labels, but still pretty great. Buck Owens, live in Vegas. A country duet, a country box set or collection. Don't have many box sets, but the collection I chose, I have a number of collections, but the one I chose is Stars of the Grand Ole Opry, 1926 to 1974, which to me is the heart of the Grand Ole Opry. And this features everybody from Uncle Dave Macon to Minnie Pearl, Lester Flatt, Chet Atkins, Grandpa Jones, Kitty Wells, Porter Wagner, Hank Locklin, Bobby Bare, Dolly Parton. Stars of the Grand Ole Opry, 1926, 1974, on the RCA Dynaflex. And just in case you were wondering, this package contains a biography of each artist. Contains both stereo and mono recordings. So, a great little add to the collection of country music. Next, I want a duet album. I went with a classic, one of my favorites, Dolly Parton and Porter Wagner. This is Always, Always from 1969. Just great. Great. I actually was able to see Dolly probably in 73, I think it was. Yeah, 1973, at a fiddle country festival in West Virginia. Pretty amazing stuff. Never got to see Porter. Never went to the old Grand Ole Opry, which is a shame. But there you go. Porter Wagner, Dolly Parton. One of the great duets of country western music for sure. And on the back, it reminds you, visit the Country Music Hall of Fame in Nashville, Tennessee. Someday I hope to. A country record you would recommend to someone new to country? I went with a classic. If you're going to go start with a country, new country, go with the original and go with Hank Williams. This is a great 2-record set, 24 of Hank Williams' greatest hits. It is reprocessed, electronically recorded to stimulate stereo, which sort of sucks, but has all his original great songs. Everything from "You Cheating Heart" to "Mind Your Own Business," "Honky Tonkin'," "Hey Good Looking," "You Win Again," "Half as Much," etc., etc. If you need an introduction to country music, can't go any better than 24 hits by, or 24, yeah, greatest hits of Hank Williams. A favorite country album, cover. As you all know, if you listen to country at all, country is not known for their innovation in album art, not like jazz or rock was. And no, they really don't do a lot of great covers. But this one I sort of loved. I was looking for this for a long time. This was something I had been looking for, and I'm really happy I found it, well, like 2 months ago. And it's Chet Atkins Picks on the Beatles. I love that thing with the Beatle wigs. And yeah, Chet Atkins Picks on the Beatles. And there's Chet on the back with a Beatles wig on himself. So, like I said, country music is not really known for innovation in album art, but I like this one a lot. A country 7-inch or 10-inch record. I don't care. I don't collect singles, and I don't have many 10 inches. I have a couple of 78s I'm going to show. The first one is on OK Records, and that is the great Bob Wills and his Texas Playboys. On this side is Hang Your Head in Shame, and the other side is Smoke on the Water. That's OK, or OK. Bob Wills and his Texas Playboys, 78. And the other 78, let me put this away so I don't want it to be any worse than it is. And the other 78 I have is from Al Dexter and the Troopers, also on OK Records. And this is Pistol Packin' Mama, with the flip side of Rosalita, which I don't think is the Springsteen song, Rosalita. So there you go. Pistol Packin' Mama on OK Records. Actually, it wasn't Springsteen, but that's okay. We'll figure it out later. Next, a record released by a small private or independent label. Like, you know, we all know I'm a big Goodwill fan, so I go there a lot. I saw this not that long ago. Didn't really know who he was, but it's fantastic. Eck Robertson, and this is Master Fiddler, Complete Recordings. Again, probably recorded in the 30s and 40s, and it's on a label, which I've never seen, called Sonnyatone, out of Santa Barbara. Sonnyatone Records out of Santa Barbara. And Eck Robertson, a old-time fiddler. I guess this is what he looked like when he was a young man. There's Eck. And there he is a little bit later in life. Oh, no, that's Henry Gilliand who played with him. Yeah, it's Eck Robertson, Complete Recordings, 1922, 1929. Fantastic stuff. Really great. A record, a country music grail you're happy to find. Always looking, and it's really, I mean, you see lots of country music here in Maine. Rarely do you ever see any Merle Travis. So I was really happy to be able to find the Merle Travis album. Merle Travis guitar, I'm sorry, the Merle Travis guitar. Fantastic, what a great country picker. And he does great stuff on it, but all acoustic guitar, no singing. And just to remind you, it says on the back, the composer of 16 Tons, just in case you weren't sure. The great Merle Travis guitar. An alt country or country rock album you own. I went with a new one I just got, and it's Steve Earle, and it's his new album, JT, which is a tribute to his son, Justin Townes Earle. I'm sorry. It's, yeah, his son passed away, unfortunately, and Steve put out this fantastic record of Justin Townes songs, except for the last song, which he wrote, called Last Words, which will basically pull your heartstrings out. Really great album. I got the regular on black vinyl, nothing special there. But yeah, the great Steve Earle, a tribute to his son, Justin Townes Earle, JT. A country record from a country subgenre you own. So, being from what I grew up with, which was I was into folk music before I was into anything else, I went with folk country, and I went with the great Doc Watson. So this is Doc and Merle Watson, Doc Watson and Son on Vanguard from, I gotta say, this from the late 60s. Fantastic record. What can I say? He does it all, and he was on Vanguard Records. He was a big admirer and friend of Merle Travis, which is why, of course, he named his son Merle Watson. And fantastic record, Doc Watson and Son. And a favorite country repress you own. Don't have a lot of represses in country, but this was a record store day a number of years ago, and I had to grab it. And it's the great Johnny Cash, and this is the Blue Train. All aboard, the Blue Train with Johnny Cash. On blue vinyl, Sun Records. And he does Blue Train, Goodbye Little Darlin', Rock Island Line, Folsom Prison Blues, Wreck of the Old 97. Just a great, great repress. So there you go. There's some country music for you all. If you don't know Hedley, he's another fat bearded man talking about records. So definitely check his channel out. That's all I got today. Okay, hey, until next time, everybody stay safe and peace.